So, we cleaning up, eh, the governor?
Keep your voice down. This is no joke. I am deadly serious, and you'd better be too.
Fair enough. So, what's happening?
We'll go tonight as planned. When the second shift comes on at tea time, I'm on a split shift, but I'll be back by then.
What about the screws? Did you get the stuff?
I'll get it in my break. Are you sure it's going to work?
I told you, they'll sleep like babies. It's going to cost you, though.
The payoff will be worth it. Now, you've got to find someone to take the buck. I don't want it traced back to me.
Don't worry. I've got the perfect fall guy. Let's just get the ground rules straight.
There's only one. I don't care how heavy it gets. It just better be good.
Don't worry. After tonight, Reno will be lucky to get a job licking stamps.
Oh, Miss Ferguson, I thought you'd gone. There was a telephone call for you, some primary school. I took the message.
Well, since the call was obviously personal, don't you think the least reception could have done would be to page me?
They did try, but the PA's not working at the moment. We've got someone fixing it now.
Oh, that blasted thing never works when you want it to.
Yeah, convenient, isn't it?
Believe me, Miss Ferguson, I am not the slightest bit interested in your private calls. If you are interested, the headmaster rang to ask if Shane Monroe would be attending the school. Apparently, they haven't seen him since you enrolled him.
Oh, don't tell me you're holding out on us.
For your information, he's my nephew.
Oh, how lovely. And he's staying with you for how long?
I think that's my business, don't you? Well, well.
Auntie Joan, geez, didn't expect to see you home so early.
Could well say the same about you, mate. School out early, eh?
No, I mean, yeah, see, we had half a holiday on account of Fungus Lip's birthday.
Fungus lips?
I mean, Mr. Frampton. Remember? You met him.
You're a liar, Shane. You haven't been to school for 2 days.
Oh, it's a pit. They don't teach you nothing.
Obviously not English. Now, where the hell have you been?
Down the Pennies mostly, with me mates.
Well, that settles it. Obviously, these mates are a bad influence, so you won't be seeing them again, and that is an order. Do you understand?
You mean rotten biscuit? I'm getting out of here, and I'm never coming back. Never. Come on, Nicky.
Oh, God, not you again.
Just a minute, Mr. Munro.
If you got something to say, bloody say it. Don't stand out here catching.
I need to know the names of Shane's friends or where he might be.
That all? Well, you came to the right place, didn't you? Rotten little sod climbed through the back window to rip me off. He won't do that again in a hurry.
I want to see him, Mr. Munro.
You can have him as far as I'm concerned. Only it'll cost.
I see. And tell me, Mr. Munro, just what price do you put on your son?
Don't much matter, does it? Except to you by the sound of it. No money, no kid lady.
Right. There is your blood money.
Hey, Shane, get your bum out of here. He looks a bit rough, but don't worry. He's always falling over. Clumsiest kid I ever seen.
Hi, Auntie Jo.
And Shane, let's go home.
Bloody little poofter.
We'll go home, mate, and maybe we'll get some chips on the way, eh?
Great, only I wish you didn't have to go to work today.
Sorry, mate. This is one day I can't miss.
All right, tell you thieving bitch, give me back me fags.
Get stuck, Winner. They're mine and I'm keeping them.
Oh, yeah, you want to bet? Here we go. That's enough. Break it up. I said break it up. Keep out of this, you freak.
I'm warning you, Winter.
Save your breath. Grab her, Alice. What's going on? What does it look like we're taking over? Are you crazy?
We're going to tear this place apart.
That's right. We're going to have ourselves a little riot.
Guess who we got as hostage?
Now, just a minute. Shut up, Bryant. Either stick with us or keep out of our way.
Oh, you won't get away with this, Winter.
You want to bet? Let's go. Come on. pay for this?
We don't want nobody asking questions, do we? I mean, it wouldn't do for you to look like it was just coming from the dry cleaners.
Winter, you're going too far.
How far's too far when you're aiming for the top? We're partners, remember? I'm just looking after you, making sure you won't get into no trouble.
Mrs. Reynolds, please contact reception.
How come she's still going? You said you were going to take care of the screws.
I did. She should be out like the rest of them.
Well, it looks like you fouled up. I'm going to have to take care of her as well. Ah! Just think of it as medicinal. All right, girl, she's all yours.
Yeah? Early Chrissy Prizzy, eh?
Yeah. Make sure you mess her up real good.
That's the right alarm. Oh, thank God. I just don't think I can make it.
Don't worry.
Who sounded the alarm?
I did. Rabbit. Reb. Come on, Reb. Stop mucking around.
Oh, that was a real nice piece of work.
I didn't do anything. I just found her here and I was going to get help. At least she's still alive.
Can't be sure how long she's going to stay that way.
I didn't do it. I'll try and get through to reception. Miss Ferguson, you have to believe me. I just found her here. I didn't touch her.
Save your breath, Mitchell. You're going to need it for the VJ. So this will be at least attempted murder.
It's not fair.
You look dreadful. You should be resting.
All right. Can take anything this lot can dish out.
What's the situation back there?
The women have been taken to their cells and locked in. Mrs. Morris has taken Desmond and Mitchell to solitary.
Mitchell's in solitary.
Well, Winter can join them as soon as she's been treated. She's got a lot to answer for. Apparently she's one of the main instigators.
Yes, Governor.
Keep an eye on things here. I'm going to look for Miss Rogers.
All right.
You better get me out of this lot, Ferguson.
Won't be easy.
That's your problem. Don't forget I've got enough on you to put you in the cell next door.
I doubt that, Winter. Anyway, you're forgetting that a whole room full of prisoners saw your mates overpower me, and I've still got the bruises to prove it.
You double-cross me and you're going to be very sorry.
Ah, come on, if I change my story now, everyone will know I was lying.
Well, you better pull some fancy footwork then. Because if I cop the rap for this lot, I'm going to say it was your idea.
Come on, use your brains, Winter. Now, you've done very nicely with this little riot, and Mrs. Reynolds is about to lose her job. Soon I'll be in the chair. And then between us, we can run Wentworth any way we like.
All right, I'll cop it sweet for now. But things better work out the way you say. Or I'll get you, Miss Ferguson. And I've got nothing to lose.
There you go.
Sure you're all right, Annie Joan?
Oh, yeah. Nothing a good night's sleep won't fix.
Must have been a ripper. All those prisoners going mad.
Oh, it wasn't anything I couldn't handle.
Did you have to shoot any of them? Or clobber them over the head?
No, Shane, it wasn't like that. You just have to show them who's boss.
I reckon they were lucky. You pack a mean wallet.
Yes, I'm sorry, Shane. I shouldn't have hit you.
Oh, geez, that was nothing compared to what my dad used to do. Anyhow, I asked for it.
No, not really. I don't believe in hitting children, Shane, but you see, I just want to do the best I can for you.
I know that, Auntie Joan, and I want to be good for you too. But I don't know if I can be all the time.
Well, I suppose all the time might be a bit hard. But you do have to try.
Well, I had an extra good reason for wagging this week.
Huh?
There's kids. Got birthdays coming up. They're all talking about their presents and parties.
Well, what's that got to do with it?
Nobody cares about my birthday. And it's tomorrow.
Sorry, Shane, I didn't know. But you're wrong, you know. I do care about your birthday. Hello? Father? Yes, me. Look, I'm sorry it's so late. How are you? You're not feeling any worse, are you? You wouldn't tell me any different, even if you were. Oh, well, yeah, the way things are going at Wentworth at the moment, it looks as though I'll be asked to take over as governor any day now. Oh, well, actually, I want to talk to you about something else. Just a minute. It's my father, the Major. Do you want to say hello?
The Major?
Oh, go on, get to bed and don't sneak Nicky in.
Good night.
It was Shane. Oh, he settled in very well. Yeah. Actually, Father, you know how I really do hate to ask favours of you, but, well, I was wondering if you could get your friend, Mr. Justice Fletcher, to help me cut a few corners in court. What? No, it was nothing like that. Well, you see, I want to make official application to legally adopt Shane. Yes. I want to be Shane's foster mother.
I said Mum used to let me stay home, and she'd give me some money and I could go down to the pennies and do what I want.
Seems to me you've been doing what you want for far too long, right? Now, I'll be ready in 20 minutes and I'll walk you to school, OK?
Do I have to?
Mm-hmm. You have to.
Okay.
That's better. And thanks for breakfast.
You gave me this. What is it? I notice. I've been discharged as the governor of Wentworth. I've been asked to resign from my position as governor.
What?
I'll be leaving at the end of the week.
Excuse me, I see you busy. I'll come back after.
Looks like the news is out now.
The department should be giving you a medal for bringing the riot under control, not the suck.
Yeah, you were fantastic, Mrs. Reynolds, Governor.
Here, here. The problem is the riot should never have happened. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know and thank you all for the support and help you've given me. I won't keep you any longer.
Well, there's a turn-up, eh?
Entirely unexpected, I suppose, Joan.
Oh, it was on the cards, I suppose.
You happy now? Well, you got what you wanted.
Oh, come on. The governor signed her own death certificate a long time ago. Be a shame to see her go.
Of course. You're heartbroken, I can tell.
But then, on the other hand, I'd be a fool to knock back the governorship if it were offered to me, wouldn't I?
Joan, how many of these people do you honestly believe would be prepared to work for you?
I can't see any of them leaving just because I were made governor. That is, if I am, of course.
Can't you? Look, this job's hard enough, Officer Ferguson, without having to worry about the when, where, or how you're going to get stabbed in the back.
And here we go. Oh, come on, let's see what you're made of. Well done. Oh, did you make a wish?
Yeah, don't think it'll come true, though.
Well, it depends how much of a realist you want to be, I suppose.
I might as well tell you. It won't come true. I wish all my mates could be here, so it's like a real party.
Oh, it's a bit late to be asking your mates over tonight. Tell you what, though. What say you and I go out, and then it'll seem like a real party?
Oh, yeah.
All right, you're the birthday boy. Where do you want to go?
Luna Park.
Oh, don't you think a movie...
Oh, it's my favourite place, Auntie Joan. Please.
Well, don't suppose I can go back on my word, can I?
Beauty. Straight after the cake, eh?
Come on. Here we go.
Yes, please.
Just one, thanks. How much are they?
There you go. 50 cents.
Oh, well, I'm going to have to ask you to change to 10.
No worries.
Sorry. I've got to ask you to change to 20. Yes.
I want a prize.
at least you won something. That's the main thing.
Pretty good, wasn't I? Here, hold this.
Shame. Don't you think you've had enough for one night?
Oh, come on, it's my birthday, remember?
You are a little con artist, you know that? Better give me these. You don't want to lose them when you're having your ride.
Oh, you're gonna come too.
What?
It'll be great fun. Come on.
All right, just this one and then home. Deal?
Deal. Come on, you'll enjoy it.
How about that?
Poor little baby, he's going to be frightened on his own. Make sure Mummy holds your hand real tight.
You shut your mouth.
Want to fight, do ya?
Yeah, come on.
Little hoodlums are looking for a clip under the ear.
I can look after myself.
Yeah, I know that. I just didn't want you to get into a fight on your birthday.
This tango I shouldn't kill her, mate.
I don't see you, mate.
Can we go home now?
Yeah,
What's up?
that's me, Mum.
Do you want to go and say hello to her?
Nah, I don't need her. Got you, haven't I?
Let's say we hit the trail for home, cowboy.
You bet.
Catch young Mitchell at rather an awkward moment. It wasn't her fault.
Not her fault. Oh, come on. Mitchell's turning into a savage. I've seen it coming for months. I trust you put her on a charge? You didn't, did you? I suppose she said she was sorry.
Look, she didn't know what she was doing, OK?
It is your duty as an officer to put Mitchell on a charge. Think of staff safety, if nothing else. Mitchell is a violent criminal.
Oh, God, that's rubbish.
Oh, really? Well, you speak to Keane about it. She's just come back from Wentworth General. Ask her if she thinks it's rubbish.
I'm speaking off the record, but it seems that you'll be replacing me as governor.
Really?
Now, the department is very anxious that the transition be as smooth as possible.
Naturally.
And for that reason, they've suggested we work together this week. It's up to you, of course.
Well, it suits me fine, Governor.
Of course, there's a lot of paperwork you'll have to become familiar with. Edna Pearson's appeal will be heard this afternoon, so that's one thing you won't have to worry about. But Desmond and Mitchell's hearings will be in your first week.
Foregone conclusions, wouldn't you say?
Desmond will almost certainly have more time added to her sentence, but it's hard to say what'll happen to Mitchell. There's no actual proof that she did push Keane down those stairs.
Of course she did. The facts speak for themselves. Look what she did to Mr. Crookshank.
I'd say your biggest problem will be Winter, but I'm afraid I can't offer any advice as to how to deal with her.
Yes, well, I have been giving the matter of Winter some thought.
And?
Well, I think it's best that we get rid of her. I'll see what I can do about having her transferred to Blackmore after her hearing. Of course, it might help, Governor, if you were to back me up on that.
I doubt it, but we'll try anyway.
Jane, dinner.
Yeah, coming.
Oh, come on, mate. It'll get cold. Well, I caught you red-handed this time, didn't I?
But I'm not taking nothing.
I might have been a fool to believe that you were above stealing yesterday, but I'd have to be an utter idiot not to believe my own eyes, boy.
But I'm not stealing it. I'm putting it back. It's true. Okay, I did steal it yesterday, but now I'm putting it back. I wouldn't have done it Only I thought you weren't getting nothing for me birthday. I told me mates how you were getting me something real beaut. I'm sorry. It was dumb.
Yeah, it was dumb. But it doesn't cancel out the fact that you took it yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
Right. Well, I won't punish you this time because you were honest about it. After you were caught, anyway. But if it ever happens again, you won't get off so lightly.
Gee, thanks, Auntie Joan. I'll never do it again. Cross me heart.
Okay, let's eat.
Hey, do you reckon we'll have time to go to Luna Park after tea?
Oh, get out of that kitchen! Go on!
Knowing you're such a stickler for the rules and all, why didn't you hit the riot alarm when the ruckus started? I mean, you were right there, weren't you?
I didn't have much of a chance, did I, with those animals beating me senseless?
Yeah. Right.
Belle hasn't gone yet.
We need to talk business, just you and me.
When it suits me.
Well, I better suit you now. Just want to get a few points clear about how it's going to be when you're governor.
You know the deal.
Well, go on, humour me.
All right, you have a free hand, you run the rackets, we split 50-50. Anyone who gives any trouble gets transferred. You see? A nice, closed, profitable shop.
Double-crossing bitch. With me, I fight a bloody Blackmore!
Now, you will do as I say. This is my turf.
For too bloody long.
Here to elaborate.
If I go to Blackmore, I'll make damn sure I have you for company. They'd love to know the real story behind the riot, wouldn't they?
Believe you.
Are you prepared to take that risk? All bets are off, Ferguson. I'm going to squeal till you hang. Because the way I figure it, I got nothing to lose. You got one way out of this. Just one.
What do you want?
I want out. And you're going to arrange it.
The department can't always act as it would like to, Anne. The acting minister has to take public opinion into account, too. And it seems it pays to have influential friends close to the powers that be.
Yes, I imagine it does.
You asked to see me, Governor?
Miss Ferguson, this is the minister's secretary, Mr. Watkins.
I'm pleased to meet you, Miss Ferguson.
You did?
This concerns the post of governor at this prison. Your application was most favourably received, I might say.
Well, thank you, Mr. Watkins.
However, Mrs. Reynolds' heroism during the recent prison riot and the subsequent favourable press coverage have caused us to reconsider and reinstate Mrs. Reynolds as governor with the full endorsement of the department.
I suppose you've heard the news. After all, you rigged it, brainwashed the other officers and told the department you wouldn't work with me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The governor's reinstatement is what I'm talking about, and don't give me that wide-eyed, innocent look. You engineered the whole thing from start to finish.
Joan, I may have been reinstated as deputy, but I hardly think I've got that sort of influence with the department.
That was my job, and you can't convince me that you lot didn't gang together and backstab me out of the running.
We didn't have to, Joan. I mean, the simple fact is that Anne is far more suitable to the job as governor than you'll ever be. And thank God the department woke up in time.
Well, well. I suppose you'd like me to hand in my resignation right now. That would really make your day, wouldn't it?
If you had a glimmer of self-respect, Joan, that's exactly what you should do.
Forget it. I am not through with you or a lot of other people in this place yet. Not by a long shot. The governor wants to see you, Keen.
Yeah, in a minute. My, how the mighty have fallen.
Well, you'd think the governor would send a junior officer to do her messages for her, wouldn't you?
Come on, Keen, I can't wait all day. It's funny how things level out, isn't it, Keen? You know, my father never recovered from that kidnap ordeal. But he's still alive. And your father's dead. Well, too late to go back to work. I'll take you to the rec room. You'll be wanting to tell everyone the good news, won't you? Oh, come on, Winter. Getting you out of here might have made sense if I was governor, but why should I take a risk for you now?
Because I got the goods on you, Ferguson. And if I spill my guts, you are a goner.
A prisoner's word against an officer's? Never.
Still, it might make a lot of important people think, though, mightn't it? And it's going to make your little sidelines a lot tougher to operate.
I've stopped hearing you, Winter.
Then you better start listening. Because what about that kid?
What kid?
That little boy you're playing mothers and fathers with.
What about him?
Nice to know you're hearing me again.
What about the boy?
Well, he's so little, isn't he? You hear about such terrible things happening to little kids like that. Cars, trains, dirty old men.
I knew you were low, Winter, but
Don't come the morality pitch with me, Ferguson. I'm fighting for my freedom here. And if it's a choice between him and me, it's going to be him. And I've got people outside there who can fix it.
All right. What do you want me to do?
Contact these people. Tell them the VJ's hearings are tomorrow. The plan's all arranged, they just need to know when to spring it. Then I'll be off and away before you can have me conveniently transferred to Blackmore.
Is that all you want me to do?
Oh, that's all. But you make damn sure you contact everyone on that list and you do it fast. Because they're going to need time to set it up. Any foul-up's going to be your foul-up. And your little boy will pay for it. Is that clear?
Nicky! Nicky! Stupid brother! Where are you? Nicky! Oh, Scott, I thought you were stuck in there. Don't worry, I'll get help. Hey, mate, give us a hand, will you? My dog's stuck in the drain down there.
Sorry, mate, I'd like to get home before it rains, but if you give it a piece of meat or something, that'll get him out.
Oh, that bloody ratbag. Where am I going to get a piece of meat from?
You want to get out of the rhino, Sonny Jim? Good idea. Come on, hop in.
Nasty dog! Stuck in the drain! Please, help me!
Oh, look, I don't think he's going to come out until it stops raining. Dogs are pretty smart. They stay where they can keep dry, and so should you. Hop in with me. Put the heater on. We'll go for a spin until it stops raining. Then we'll come back and we'll pick up the dog. Come on.
Nicky! You gotta come out now! Quickly! I'm coming in after you! We're not leaving you there to die!
Oh, Mrs. Barker, I was going to come and see you. Have you seen Shane?
Yes, I have.
Is he in with you?
No, I'm afraid he isn't.
Afraid? Why?
Look, I've been waiting until you got home. The police have been here, and I tried to ring you...
What about the police? Come on, quickly.
I'm afraid there's been an accident. They want you to contact the local station. They said it's urgent.
I'm the boy's guardian. What happened? That's right.
Well, it appears young Shane was playing at the other end of the drain and thought his dog was caught inside and went in after him.
The dog wasn't there, and...
But why haven't you got him out?
Well, it's a bit complicated. The boy's crawled almost all the way through the drain, and then he's got himself snagged on something and he can't move. Not forward or backward.
Are you the boy's aunt?
Yes.
Thank God for that. Well, the kid's pretty scared in there, okay? He keeps asking when you're going to be coming.
Oh, well, look, can I speak to him?
I think you'd better. Might calm him down a bit. Try not to sound too worried. Tell him we'll have him out in a few minutes.
Shane! It's Auntie Joan. Can you hear me?
Hey, watch that language.
Sorry.
It's all right, mate. We'll have you out of there in no time.
I thought you might be cross with me. I wouldn't come.
Why would I be cross with you? It's just a bit of bad luck, that's all.
Well, let's call ourselves in trouble.
It isn't trouble, Shane. Oh, look, you know, out here, it's almost as much fun as Luna Park. You should see all the trucks and the cars with their lights flashing and everybody's running around all getting soaking wet.
I'm soaking wet too. The water's getting deeper. It gets in me around the neck and I ain't keep your head up.
You keep it up, do you hear? Do you hear me? You keep your head up, Shane. The men will be in to get you in just a few minutes. Just hang on for a few minutes more, Shane.
I'm scared of it, Jake. I'm scared I'm going to drown.
You'll be okay, mate. Hey, guess what? I just saw Nicky sitting up there in a police car, just as if he owned it. What do you think of that? Shane, did you hear me?
Hurry up, Jake. Please.
It's all right, Shane. I'm just going to go and talk to the rescue man. I won't go far, just a few feet away. And you just keep your head up out of that water. Shane, did you hear what I said? You've got to do something. He's drowning in there.
We're doing everything we can, Miss Ferguson.
You're not doing enough, and you're not doing it fast enough.
We're doing everything we can to save your boy. Now, the water's coming out of there at flood level now. So 2 lives will be at risk when my man goes in there, and I got to make sure that at least one of them comes out alive.
Please, don't let him die.
Well, we can't work miracles, Miss Ferguson. But we'll sure as hell give it our best shot.
Please do it quickly. Just why not come and sit in the car? At least we'll get you out of the rain, and I've got a few questions.
Questions now? Look, there's a little boy in there who could well drown while you're asking me questions. No, look, I'm staying. He might need me.
I think she should stay.
Okay.
We want the boy as calm as possible when I go in after him. All right?
Okay, Jerry. The guys are setting it up now. You can go in whenever you like.
Righto.
Set up? What's happening?
The maintenance guys are blocking the top end with an airbag. It'll stop the water flow.
Airbag?
They're sort of like a big balloon, only thicker. They inflate it at the opening until it gets to a tight fit.
And it stops the water running through?
Well, that's the theory, yes.
But Shane, he'll be all right, but he won't drown before you get to him.
Well, so long as our luck holds out. I mean, if it blows up, Wayne, let's just get on with it.
Oh, what's he going to say?
Take no notice, Wayne's just got a big mouth.
Please, I have to know.
All right, but we're wasting time. Sometimes if there's too much pressure on the airbag, well, it could burst.
And then?
And then the build-up of water would rush through the pipe like a speeding truck. The lad and anyone else caught in there wouldn't stand a chance.
Shane! It's all right, Shane, I'm here.
He's gonna go.
And leave you here? Oh, not on your life, mate. We're going to get you out of there and get you home. I reckon Nicky wants his biscuits, eh?
You sure he's okay? You're not just saying that.
Don't I always tell you the truth?
Yeah, I reckon.
Well then, you know, there's a lot of people out here just waiting to see you get out.
I can't. It stopped me. I'll be killed if Jerry pulls me out.
Don't be silly. Jerry wouldn't let that happen. He's got a great big set of wire cutters, Shane. Just like those little ones that we used when we fixed the plug on the toaster, remember?
Yeah. What's he gonna do?
He's on his way in now, Shane. He's gonna use those cutters to get rid of the grip that's holding you.
But baby, don't see him dead. He might hurt me.
No, he won't, Bud. He's an expert and there's nothing to be scared of. Isn't that right, Jerry?
That's right. Hang in there, mate. We'll have you out of the kick.
God, how much longer?
I'm sure it won't be too long, miss. Now, if we could just finish with this, it is important.
Oh, surely it can wait.
I'm afraid not. You say the boy is staying with you, but you're not his legal guardian.
Yes, that's right.
Then we need the address of the boy's father. He has to be told what's happened.
Why? He doesn't give a damn about Shane.
It's probably because you stayed sober long enough to know what you were talking about. I don't make the law, Miss Ferguson. I'm sorry. The next of kin have to be notified in case he... well, just in case. Oh, bugger it! That bag's not gonna hold. Maybe we better get down there. Come on! Come on, ladies and gentlemen, please, move back. This is not a circus. Give us some room. Somebody give us a hand, will you? Hold on, not taking.
Please.
That's it. That's one. Come on. Another one. Come on. Come on. Breathe deeply now. Come on.
Thank God.
That's it.
Well, at least he's breathing. But we're not out of the woods yet.
How's it going?
We're in luck.
We'll go stretch it.
He'll be all right, won't he?
We'll get him straight to hospital, miss. Would you like to accompany
Oh,
us?
yes, thank you.
Honey, Joan.
It's all right. I'm here, though.
He's a very lucky boy.
Oh, yes, I know. I didn't even thank that man. Jerry.
Honey, Joan.
Yeah, it's all right, love. I'm here.
Nicky. Where's Nicky?
The policeman took him home for us. He's all right, I promise you.
But I want to see him. I want Nicky.
Come on, Shane. You know you can't have animals in here.
It wasn't his fault, Auntie Joan. I was the one. I'm real sorry. I know you must be terribly mad at me, but...
Look, it doesn't matter now. You're alive, that's the main thing. Now you've got to get some rest and then you can come home.
You mean I have to stay in here? But I want to come home now, with you.
It'll only be for a day, mate. 2 at the most.
But I'm all right. Why do I have to stay?
Well, the doctors have to check you over, Shane. Now, you were wet for a very long time. Now they have to make sure that you... well, that you haven't got a chill.
It's not fair.
Of course it is. Hey, they'll probably spoil you rotten.
Yeah? Reckon they'll give me ice cream?
Probably, if you're well enough.
And fish and chips?
I don't know about that.
I was real hungry in that drain. And Jerry, he was great. He talked to me all the time he was crawling up that drain. We're practically mates now. Reckon it'd be a good job to have, helping people like that.
Yeah, it would.
Reckon we could invite him round to tea? Well, I'd sort of like to say thanks and that, and give him a present too. Could we?
I'd say we talk about it when you come home, eh? Now, you get some sleep.
He going already?
I'm afraid she has to, and you have to get your strength back.
Oh, bugger. Sorry, Auntie Joan.
It's all right, I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Shane.
Good night.
Don't worry, he'll be fine. You get out of those wet clothes and get some rest, or we'll have you in here as well.
He's pretty hungry. He hasn't eaten since lunch.
We'll take care of it. He's quite a lad.
Yeah, he is.
Satisfied now, are you, you bitch? It's your fault he's in here.
Shane will be all right.
No thanks to you.
Let me pass.
No, I got things I want to say.
Well, it's a bit late now, isn't it, to play the doting father? I mean, you've never given a damn about Shane, so don't be a bloody hypocrite now.
At least he was safe with me. If he dies, you'll be the bloody murderer. Now, you got no idea how to look after a kid. You got proper care from me.
You pig, all he ever got from you was the back of your hand.
Good too. Same as it would for you.
You listen to me. You lay a finger on me or Shane ever again, and I will press charges and see you put away. Do you understand?
Nah, you can't do that.
Just try me.
You're really up yourself, aren't you? Well, you'll get yours, lady. I promise.
The bloody afternoon to give me 2 lousy years. You'd have thought she was handing down the 10 Commandments instead of 4 lousy sentences.
Doesn't matter much, does it, under the circumstances?
Well, she didn't know that. Consecutive instead of concurrent, the bitch. And she recommended Blackmore. Huh. Too bad I won't be around to fix her. Still, there's always Keen. Or had you forgotten?
Gotten. Quite looking forward to it. I'll set it up for after work. That's the last thing. No more threats. You get out of here and you stay away from me and from Shane, do you understand?
Look, don't worry, Fergo. Once I get out of this dump, you won't see my ass for dust.
Come on, Keen, hurry it up.
Where are we going anyway?
You'll find out.
Shower block, what is this? What kept you? Should have known. Set me up, you rotten dyke.
You catch on real fast, Keen. I've waited a long time for this.
Nobody lags on me, sweetheart.
Keen, who did this to you?
Ferguson.
You know what? I think that must be one of those news crews up there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they scout around if they see a story.
Oh, they won't get much here, will they?
No, I don't suppose they will.
Okay, Brian, hand them over.
I almost feel like giving them away.
Why don't you? It'll make their day.